Hello, boys and girls, and welcome back to our FM24 Early Access save with Borussia Dortmund. Things still going pretty well for us in the league, so let's get right to it. Right, today I was going to bring you the second leg of the Benfica game, but 4-1 up, we were home and dry. So we're going to bring you the quarter-final draw for the Champions League. Before we do that, let's have a look at the teams that are going to go in to this draw. The last 16, well, there was one potential shock there in that Paris Saint-Germain went out to Porto. There's a couple that could have gone either way. Atletico Madrid beating Man United on penalties and Arsenal overcoming Bayern Munich. So three pretty big teams gone, as well as Newcastle and all their money. PSV, well, their reward for winning our group was a tie against Real Madrid, where they lost the first leg 6-1 in front of their own fans, so it was always going to be an uphill struggle. Obviously Porto, possibly Milan, maybe Atletico. I'd say they're the three that we really want. Yeah, we definitely don't want one of the English sides or Real Madrid. Who is going to be in charge? It's Ruud Gullit. Don't think he has any loyalties to Dortmund. Possibly some loyalties to Milan. Is he going to sort them out? Atletico Madrid first out of the hat versus Arsenal. So that's one of the teams I would have potentially wanted, and the team that we potentially would look to avoid. Second match is Barcelona. It goes without saying, I don't think we want this one. Milan. So it's one that we didn't want and one that we wanted gone. So Porto, the only team left that I'd be ecstatic with, and we're the next team out of the hat. Is it going to be Porto? It is Porto. Oh wow, bullet dodged, and Man City versus Real Madrid makes up the last 8. What about the semi-final? Should we scrape past Porto? I'm taking nothing for granted. Nothing at all. Barcelona and Milan. I'd say I'd probably want the Atletico Madrid or Arsenal game, which is exactly what we've got. Both ties are going to have the first leg at home. How long do we have to go until we play Porto? It is 1, 2. I've got 3 games to play off camera, and I'll join you. And it'll be to both legs of the Porto game, because I don't see any other real games in between, unless we have the opportunity to win the league. How's that going? Well, we are still 5 points clear, so it's status quo. On the same round of fixtures, at least, RB Leipzig lost 2-1 at home to Mainz, and then Bayern Munich drew with Wolfsburg. Unbelievable stuff. We bounced back from that with a 3-0 victory over Frankfurt. Daniel Marlon with a brace before Marco Reus in the middle. We were massively helped by Jakic's 5th minute red card. And all that does to the league table. We did beat Heidenheim 1-0. Bit of a flat performance, but we'll take it. Julian Brandt getting there. Bino Gitten's got a start, but he got himself injured. And that has been a big issue for the young English winger, is just too many injuries. Looking at the medical report here, I mean, 15 months with a dislocated... Okay, that's before the save began. That can't be right, but yeah, 2 weeks with a damaged shoulder there. Then he dislocated the shoulder again, was out for 2 months before a groin strain and a pulled thigh. So there must be stuff missing here, because he's missed a big chunk of this season through injury. And yeah, maybe the dates are wrong. Hopefully that gets fixed in for full release. And Karim Adeyemi, he's missed games recently with another injury. 10 days this time with a gashed lower leg. There's definitely one in between these 2 injuries as well. So yeah, I mean, it does say on his profile, Uncon's fairly susceptible to injuries. And that's been a big disappointment for me this season. Probably the only one. I mean, we're top of the league, and in the draws for the cups, we've pretty much got who we asked for. So I can't complain too much about a couple of injuries here and there. And speaking of getting who we asked for, we wanted Porto in the Champions League. We've got Porto in the Champions League. Let's get this first leg played. Mats Hummels out for another 9 days to 3 weeks. Mounier out for 10 days. Ryerson out as well. So some defensive injuries. Maybe just the likes of Franz here might start to get a couple of games. Matteo Mori might end up playing some. Or Emre Can might have to drop back and fill in. Who knows? For now, we've got a decent enough back four for a home game against Porto. We won't take it for granted. They beat PSG, so they must have something about them. Hopefully, it's a little bit less than what we've got. Evan Nilsson and Taremi up front. Nico from Barcelona, he's fairly... I think he was a wonder kid last year, or maybe just kind of that little level below a wonder kid, but still turns into a fantastic player. And I think I've seen him end up at Liverpool a few times. And of course, we've got him at Spurs over on our Twitch save, where I will be streaming, probably as you're watching this video, to be fair, if you're watching it just after it comes out. And yeah, we might even be in a position to get a double stream in today. Here's Taremi though, out to João Mario. Benfica had Taremi's got back in the back post, and that is a hammer blow to start this game. Yeah, not the João Mario that used to play for... Can't remember who he played for in the Premier League. Was it Everton? Everton seems to ring a bell. Possibly not. But yeah, this guy, well, he's got himself an assist. Taremi ghosting him behind Soleil there, and in between him and the fullback. And that is a disappointing start to the game. We're playing at the same time as Man City and Real Madrid. Here's Schlotterbeck as we look to hit back almost instantly. Julian Brandt looks for Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe bursts into the box. He's hit the post. Oh, who was that? Was that Marlon? That must have literally been inches off the big toe. Oh, how did that stay out? Desperately unlucky for Smith Rowe for one. And then for the... I mean, should he have done better? I don't know. Oh, Ben Sebaini should have done better there, but Emre Can bails him out. Julian Brandt, Smith Rowe, dodgy first touches there. Feels like there's some nerves in amongst this Dortmund team today. I mean, by no means would we be expected to win the Champions League, but given the draws that we've had, I think we've got... Well, we're 2-0 down in this one, so... Let's not worry about this. Maybe the offside flag is going to save us. I was going to say we should be making the semi-final, given the fact we've drawn Porto. But, yeah, we still have to go out and perform. And so far, we haven't. I'm going to demand more. This is a very lucky escape. I mean, he's quite a distance offside, but there's also quite a massive gap in between the two centre-backs there. And we're very, very lucky to only be at 1-0. Daniel Marlon nearly intercepts there. Goes back to Carmo. Varela. Taremi. Evan Nilsson. Really struggling to get to cope with his 4-4-2. But Schlotterbeck gets himself back in there. Here's Sula. To Ozcan. Finds Adeyemi. Needs something from him here. Smith Rowe. Daniel Marlon. Oh, it's fallen kindly for him. He's in. Oh, and he's hit both posts. Gee, oh man, is that goal the right size? Can somebody please check? Can we get a groundsman check on the goal? I'm not fully happy with the dimensions of it. I think we've been hard done by. Oh, I mean, he should have buried it. It shouldn't have even been clipping the post. But speaking of should have buried it, Evan Nilsson should have buried that one as well. I mean, plenty of chances in this game. Not that many. Well, there's been one goal. We've hit the post twice. Here's Daniel Marlon. Daniel Marlon this time smashes it home from the edge of the box. A well-worked free kick. Julian Brandt with the assist. Porto defenders sleeping on the edge of the area, and you can't give Daniel Marlon this time and space in the form that he's been in this season. Goes through a lot of bodies and hits the back of the net with a thud. 1-1. We are back on level terms. Back in it. We need to capitalise here. Do not go to sleep. Do not let Pepe shoot like that. We did. And again, we get away with it. Porto have been the better team here in this first half. I'm going to break the team. Let's fire ourselves up for this last 5 minutes, get into half time, at least at 1-1. I mean, I prefer 2-1 to us, but it's not to be. Half time whistle comes. Work to be done here. Work to be done. Pump the fists. I'm going to say make sure you get the win. Whether you deserve it, like it said, is debatable. But what I am going to do, I think I'm going to invert this fullback as well. I'm going to try and keep this a little bit tighter. They've got the two strikers there. I'm going to keep it a bit narrow. And then if we're going out of possession, we've already got trap outside on. Let's push that line up a little bit. Try and nick the ball a bit higher up the pitch. And let's build on a lucky first. Lucky and unlucky. Lucky that we're only at 1-1. Unlucky the fact that we have hit both posts. Emil Smith-Rowe, he feels he can shake off the knock, but I'm not going to risk it. Marco Reus can come on. He's been crying out to play in this advanced playmaker role. Let's give it to him. He did get a goal against Frankfurt, playing as an advanced playmaker. So fingers crossed he can come on, be that link between the sort of defensive midfielders, a double pivot, and Daniel Marlon up front. Oh, Sula gets caught out ahead of his man. He manages to get back, but Spencer Baini's dived in. Pepe's in. Oh, it's a big save from Kobel. Are you watching, Mats Hummels? That's why we don't need more depth in goal. Marcano with the corner though. Q, goalkeeper, having a shocker. No, he catches it, he saves it. Pulls it into his chest, clutches it tight, and we live on. 65 gone then, and we've got a throw in. Spencer Baini, Julian Brandt, he's wrong side of his man. Oh, and he's hit the post again. Come on now. Are these goals regular size? Ozcan gets dispossessed. That is the fourth post we've hit. Admittedly, two of them were in the same shot. But surely something's up here. I'm turning into Jurgen Klopp. It must be what managing Dortmund does to you. Julian Brandt's looking a bit tired, so Gio Reyna can come on for him. Ozcan or Chan's on a yellow card, so Felix and Metcha can come on for him. Daniel Marlon, he scored. Adeyemi's not playing brilliantly, so Daniel Marlon can go out to the right. Yusefa Makoko can come on up front, and we'll rest Adeyemi before he undoubtedly strains his groin or his calf or his hamstring or gashes his leg or something that's going to keep him out for another 10 days. As we face another Porto corner, and it's another calm catch from our top goalkeeper, Gregor Kobel. Here's Slotterbeck. I've definitely talked him up too much. I'll take a 1-1 now. I can see a dodgy Porto goal coming from a goalkeeper mistake. Here's Daniel Marlon into Marco Reus, that advanced playmaker. I mean, that's not playmaking, mate. That's giving the ball away. What are you doing with your life? Here's Pepe. Reyna dispossesses him though. Maybe it was all in the master plan from Marco Reus. Maybe he saw that before any of us did. The cross comes in. It's Marco Reus. It's Marco Reus. 200 IQ. I've knocked something off the desk. I'm getting excited. It's 2-1. Do we deserve? I don't know. It's been a very, very weird game to call. Like I said, we've hit the post 3 times. One of them bounced off onto the other post. So that's 4 woodwork hits. We've had a couple of chances, but then we've also conceded some big chances. It's a kick-off highlight. Oh, God, no. Can't even do a shout. Why can't I do a shout? Did I demand more recently? I don't know. Here's Gio Reyna, though. We've won the ball back. Nico slides in and gets it. João Mario now. He's been a threat. Down to Pepe. Pepe's got the wrong side of his defender and is tipped over by Gregor Kobel again. Only on a 7.8. Oh, he's up to an 8.1 now. Let's get Benza Baini to marking. That's a good shout, assistant manager. Kobel comes. Kobel catches. Wow. 14 to go. Should I make a change? Oh, I can't do it now. There's a highlight. That would be just doing Porto dirty. Or that was going to tight, get out to him. Oh, I mean, he had no chance with that Kobel. Should have made the change while I had the chance. Porto have equalised. Let's make the change now. I mean, it was going to be a defensive change. Only thing I can really see myself doing is Salios can off for Sabitzer. Benzabaini's tired. I don't have a left back on the bench. Slotterbeck can come out. Oh, do you know what? It's 10 minutes. He should have been marking Pepe there. He can run through the... He probably just got a stitch or something. But Nico does well. Varela. Yeah, I mean, is that him there? That is him there. He's just too far away from him. And it is back at 2-2. Oh, Marco Reus surely impeded there. Nope, it's gone through. Reina should have won that back. Should have been sharper in the tackle. Tired legs here. Here's Galeno. Mediterranean again. Varela. João Mario. Pepe's got in behind Benzabaini again and he scored again. What is... Oh my God. What are you doing, lad? What are you doing, lad? We're leaving ourselves with so much to do in the second leg. I mean, what a pass, though. Sometimes you do have to just stand and admire it. Unfortunately for us, our left back stood and admired it. He should have been... Yeah, he just lets his man go. It's Soleil that keeps him on side. Yeah, it's disappointing all round there from the defenders. If we go to an attacking mentality, we've got 5 to go. Can we salvage something from this game? Gregor Kobel, he's done his best, but he still conceded 3 goals. Oh, a ref. No. Okay. Back to Diogo Costa. Such a shame nobody snapped him up earlier. Mind you, he hasn't saved many. The post has been his 12th man. Sabitzer gives the ball away. Oh, what's Costa doing? Daniel Marlon. Oh, was it? I don't know if it was on. Makoku. It's Reggie Arena. Please say he's onside. He is onside. It's 3-3. Oh, does Costa take the blame there? Once he lumps it clear, I kind of feel like you're reliant on the rest of the defence to defend this a little bit better. But Marlon beats his man, puts in the cross. Pepe just shoulders Makoku out of the way, but Gio Reyna is quickest to react behind him. And somehow, some way, we've got it back to 3-3. And we have parity to head to Portugal and hopefully book ourselves a semi-final spot. I'm going to play the in-betweeny bits and I'll see you in the blink of an eye. Well, you didn't miss much on the in-betweeny game. It was a 0-0 draw with Freiburg. 11 shots on target. I mean, we peppered the goal. We tried our best to break them down. It just wasn't to be. Bit disappointing, but that puts us back, the lead at the table, back down to 5 points with 5 games remaining. I believe there is a scenario where we beat Bayern Munich to win the title. That's providing Leipzig don't drop any more points. There's still 3 more league games to go. And of course, we have to maintain that 5-point gap ourselves. But the business for today is attempting to get to that Champions League semi-final. And one change, Daniel Marlon sits out for Adeyemi. Hopefully he can stay fit for 90 minutes. And hopefully he can do the job he's paid to do, which would be to put us into the semi-finals of the Champions League by scoring, well, I'd take a hat-trick. 1 goal would do if it's the winner. Barcelona out to Milan on penalties. Atletico Madrid overcome Arsenal. So they've knocked out 2 English sides. There's no Man City, the lone survivors from the English tie. They're 1-1 with Madrid. We're 3-3 with Porto. It's all to play for in this second leg. It's pretty much the same team. I do want to... I'm going to stop the game pretty early and make a tactical adjustment. Oh, got a corner to defend. Benzabaini, I'm going to put him back as that inverted fullback again. So on a defend duty, so sit narrow up. He's going to mark. Who's it? Pepe. And I'm going to go mark tighter. Hopefully that means he's going to be, well, he can't do a worse job than what he done in the last game. Emre Can gets out to the corner, but we've gone to sleep. João Mario's in. And that's a vital touch there. I think, was it Sula? Whoever it was is a hero in my eyes. Here's Benza Baini again. He's got the ball this time, so he's a lot more comfortable. Well, I say that, he's giving it away. Commentator's curse. Nico's got space. Adeyemi's just dived in. Evan Nilsson's in. Evan Nilsson scores. 3 minutes. Oh, well, the fun police. Are they going to dig us out of trouble again? They're not this time. It is 1-0 to Porto. Evan Nilsson. I mean, we've had some injuries at the back, so there's a lot of football being played by this team, but Schlotterbeck just gets himself in a horrible position, does a 360 spin, and he's never going to get back in. Adeyemi did miss. Oh, now we're going to make that change. Adeyemi, he did miss that interception. Oh, we've got another corner to defend. It's out to Galeno again. He's got time. He's got space. This time it is wide. Let's try and deal with that threat as well then, because that's twice in a row they've done that set piece. We're defending. C2. Smith Rowe. Can you edge of area? There we go. Hopefully that means we're a little bit better positioned to try and cut that out, whilst still trying to maintain a little bit of a threat on the counter-attack. Or just a little bit of threat in general would be fantastic. We've not even made an impression on their goal as of yet. I'm not even going to count that shot as an impression, because, yeah, it doesn't look like it could have been much worse if it tried. Let's demand more. Evan Nilsson causing us problems again. Julian Brandt gets a foot in, but it's not enough, and Evan Nilsson has buried that, and we are in deep trouble here. Not performing in attack, not performing in defence. The whole team just a sea of average ratings. Well, average ratings, and yeah, we can't allow that. That defender, I mean, he didn't even look like he attempted to go for that. We've got no choice but to try and go for an attacking mentality. Here's Pepe, João Mario. Are we going to get back at him? No. Cardoso. Look at the space. Where is Adeyemi? Evan Nilsson's in again. Jesus, we are really struggling here. Oh, didn't mean to click that. Another corner to defend. I don't know why my head's gone. I'm clicking the wrong things, and we get through to half time. I'm going to throw the water bottle. That is, I mean, it's angered players. Some people are fired up. I mean, do you want to be in a Champions League semi-final or don't you? Because you're not playing football of a side that wants it. Absolutely not at all. Another highlight. It's another Porto. I've got the ball again. Going to make some changes. Smith Rowe's in danger of being booked. Adeyemi's having a shocker. Julian Brandt's having a shocker. Marco Reus can go back to, I don't know why he's not an advanced playmaker. I mean, that's all we can really do. Let's get him on as a wing back on attack, I guess. I don't know, just try and make an impression further up the pitch. We can't get anywhere near Porto's goal. Here is Marco Reus. Sabitzer, he's nearly given the ball away. Sula. Back to Soleil. This is so slow. And Slotterback, that's absolutely pathetic from him. Deserve to concede. Can I berate him for that? I can't even give him a shout. That is. You should be able to give individual shouts. straight away after team shouts. I mean, what do we do? Boys, can you go up front? Can you be you're going to be a false 9. Marlon can go there as a pressing forward, I guess. We just need to maybe go a bit more direct. I mean, yeah, I don't know what to do. This team is just not responding at all. 5 shots on goal, not a single one on target. We're still struggling to make an impression on their goal. It doesn't look like we're going to have a shot on target the whole game. This is absolutely, well, it's about as disappointing as it can be. It really is. Marco Reus trying to get back there, trying to do his bit for this team. I mean, I know he's playing the false 9, but he's a striker and he's all the way back there on the edge of his own box, making interceptions. We're just getting passed around like we're not non-existent. Emre Can, what the hell was that? That was pathetic. Somehow, don't know if it was a save, don't know if it was deflected. I mean, we're getting exactly what we deserve here. Like, obviously, my tactic to put someone on the edge of the box is just another thing I'm not listening to. I mean, I don't know really what else to say, boys and girls. This has been one of the most disappointing performances I've had in a long time on Football Manager. We've been outfought, outclassed. 9 shots we had, but not a single one on target. Yeah, we just don't deserve it. Right. That is it for this episode, boys and girls. It's a disappointing way to end, but join us tomorrow where we take on Bayern Munich and hopefully secure a title. But given that, I wouldn't be surprised if we bottle it. If you enjoyed that episode, please leave a like on it. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will see you tomorrow.